This is in regard to the visit of President of Brazil for the AI summit. At the invitation of Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, His Excellency Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, the President of the Federative Republic of Brazil, will be paying a state visit to India from 18 to 22nd February 2026. President Lula will be participating in the second AI summit, which is to be held from 19 to 20th February here in Delhi.
Brazil's President Lula da Silva is heading to India with a massive business delegation of 260 companies. This is the largest Brazilian delegation ever to visit India. And from New Delhi's point of view, this visit is about much more than symbolism. It is about trade, technology, and a stronger voice in global governance. Lula will be in India from February 18 to 22 on a state visit at the invitation of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He will also attend the second AI summit in New Delhi. The main bilateral talks are scheduled for February 21. On that day, he will be hosted by the President of India and will meet the Vice President and other senior leaders. This visit builds on the momentum created when Prime Minister Modi met Lula in Brasilia in July 2025. At that meeting, both leaders agreed to expand bilateral trade and deepen cooperation in key sectors. Now the focus shifts from intent to delivery.
At the invitation of Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, His Excellency Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, the President of the Federative Republic of Brazil, will be paying a state visit to India from 18 to 22nd February 2026. President Lula will be participating in the second AI summit, which is to be held from 19 to 20th February here in Delhi. The main day of the Brazilian state visit, bilateral talks, will be on 21st February. President Lula will be hosted by our President, Honorable President, on 21st, and there will be several other dignitaries who will be calling on him, including Honorable Vice President of India. President Lula will be accompanied by several ministers and a business delegation, and there are several events that have been planned engaging the business delegation as well. India and the United States, we had agreed to a joint statement on the framework for an interim agreement on reciprocal and mutually beneficial trade. This was issued on 7th February 2026. The joint statement is the framework and remains the basis of our mutual understanding in this matter. Both sides will now work towards implementing this framework and finalizing the interim agreement. The amendments in the US fact sheet reflect the shared understandings contained in the joint statement. We should wait for the outcome of the elections to see as to what sort of mandate has come out, and thereafter we will look at issues that are there. On the election per se, you know what our position has been. We stand for a free, fair, inclusive and credible elections in Bangladesh.
From India's perspective, Brazil is a critical partner in the global south. Both countries are members of BRICS. Both have been pushing for reforms in global institutions like the United Nations and the World Trade Organization. There is shared frustration about outdated global rules. There is also shared ambition to shape a more balanced world order. Trade is central to this visit. Brazil wants to diversify beyond traditional partners like the United States and China. India offers a fast-growing market, a strong technology base, and a stable policy environment. The presence of 260 firms shows serious intent. Nearly 150 private sector representatives have already confirmed participation. That signals confidence in India's economic story. For New Delhi, this is an opportunity to expand cooperation in energy, agriculture, defense, digital technology, and artificial intelligence. The AI summit gives the visit a forward-looking edge. It aligns with India's push to position itself as a global tech and innovation hub. There is also political timing. This could be Lula's last major foreign visit before Brazil enters election season later this year. That adds weight to the outcomes he will seek in India. In a shifting geopolitical landscape, India and Brazil are finding common ground. Two large democracies, two major developing economies, both seeking reform, both seeking growth. As Lula arrives with 260 firms, the message is clear. This is not just diplomacy, this is economic alignment, and India stands at the center of Brazil's new global outreach.